Hey, great to have you back with us on the pregame. And as we continue, let's get back up to Toronto now and join Michael Kay and David Cohn, who will call today's ball game here on Yes. And guys, it's Luis Severino taking the ball, just a shade past 24 years old. He is the youngest opening day starter for the Yankees since Lefty Gomez in 1932. But Michael, with other options in Tanaka and CeCe, who've started opening days, was Severino the right choice?
You know, Bob, I think that he was. Sometimes you have to reward somebody for the year that he had. He was third in the Cy Young voting. Also, David, he's got a great road ERA, so being on the road doesn't really bother him at all.
No, not at all. And really, Aaron Boone said that, and one of his first choices as a Yankee manager was kind of pushing Severino for opening day, and it's his time. You need Severino to lead this staff. I mean, it's hard to expect, CeCe Sabathia at this point in his career to be the ace of that staff. CeCe was great last year. He's a leader. Severino actually went to CeCe and asked him for advice on how to handle this opening day. I think Severino learned a lot last year in the postseason when he got blown out of that one start and then came back. I think he's ready for it. More importantly, the Yankees need him to slot into the #1 hole and match up against other aces on other teams.
And no less than authority than his own teammate Tanaka said, you know what, he deserves it. He had a great season last year. Now, he's a power arm, and the Yankees starters don't really have a lot of power arms. This is a power team in many, many ways. And if you look at it, the bullpen is all power arms, and you can make the argument that this is one of the best bullpens ever.
Well, it is, and I know opposing managers have talked about that, including Toronto manager John Gibbons, about, boy, you better get the Yankees early, because if they get a lead after 5 or 6 innings, really, they've shortened the game. It used to be shorten the game from the 7th inning on. The Yankees can talk about that from the 5th inning on with the depth of that bullpen, all down to Adam Warren. And think about Adam Warren and the numbers he put up last year, being a guy you could bring in the 4th or 5th inning if need be. So without a doubt, it's going to impact how opposing managers face the Yankees, the decisions they have to make early in the ballgame.
And the one spot that's really locked down is Chapman closing, but anybody could pitch the 8th, anybody could pitch the 7th. They're all interchangeable because they come in and they strike people out. But the power does not stop in the bullpen. This is a power team, especially the offense, with a team that had a 52 home run guy in Aaron Judge on it. They went out and got the National League MVP, Giancarlo Stanton, with 59 home runs. Pitchers are going to have to be very careful with this team.
Yeah, I try to think about opposing pitchers, tossing and turning the night before they have to face this Yankee lineup. Who do I pitch to? Who do I pitch around? I mean, my thought process would be, let's go, let's walk Stanton, and all of a sudden Gary Sanchez is going to be hitting with 1 or 2 men on base a lot. How about Didi Gregorius? I mean, when you look down the order, those are the guys you're going to look to that are going to come up a lot of times after all these walks. We know Aaron Judge is going to walk over 100 times. Stanton takes his walks as well. There's going to be a lot of base runners for these guys down in the order to do some cleanup work.
And remember, this is a lineup without Greg Bird, and if Greg Bird comes back in the 6 to 8 weeks that has been predicted, the lineup gets longer and better. This is a guy who hit a home run off Andrew Miller in the postseason. So with all of the stuff that we're telling you right now, this is a team that has expectations, high expectations, which is a little bit different than the team that came into last season. It was all fun and games. It was kind of unexpected. They were not the hunted. They were definitely the hunter and took a lot of people by surprise. Now, by midseason, people caught on. But this year, people know about the Yankees. This is the rock star club, and people are looking for them.
Well, they really are, and that can work both ways, right? I mean, we saw that back in 1998 when we got off to a slow start, that particular team, and there was talk of maybe firing Joe Torre the first week of the season. I don't anticipate that this year, but if there's a speed bump in the road, watch out, because the expectations when they are that high, so are the Boo Birds. They come out. The Bronx Cheers will be out in a hurry if the expectations aren't fulfilled. No reason to think that they won't, but with pressure also comes, that expectation level, and it's going to be interesting to see if this team, how it handles itself top to bottom, and then of course the rookie manager Aaron Boone, how he handles himself when that speed bump comes, and it will come. It always does.
And it's hard to say that they're not expected to do great things. This team came to within 1 win of going to the World Series unexpectedly last year, and they've gotten a lot better. So nothing's going to be unexpected this year, Bob. People expect great things from this team, and this team expects great things from itself, and they seem like they've embraced that pressure.
And Yankees fans hope to enjoy a tremendous ride in 2018. Guys, we look forward to seeing it a little after 4 o'clock for first pitch from Toronto.